Alright, yo, what's up everybody? Jacob Crash here with Day. I'm going to be teaching you how to do reptile skin procedurally here in Blender. Now it's a very advanced thing, but we're going to try to get this under 10 minutes. If not, that's okay. If procedural texturing is not really your thing, just try to follow this very carefully. Procedural texturing is something I love to do. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section down below. I would love to answer them. I know how much you guys love these tutorials, so I plan on making more of them in the future. And I'm very sorry that I haven't been able to make one recently. But let's just get right into it, and let's see how quickly we can do this. Alright, so what we're going to start off with is let's load into the shader tab, just because it's just right there. It's so useful, and it's right there for us. So why not just use it? I don't really care that much about these little spots here, so let's just stick with this. What we want to do is we just want to get right into it. So what I'm just going to do for my own sake is I'm going to turn off scene lights, and I'm just going to turn off world opacity because it annoys the living heck out of me. I'm going to select everything and just delete it. And we're just going to use like I'm going to use an icosphere and then just give it some more geometry, and I think that'll work fine. And so let's click new here. And so what we want is we want to get like some organic look to it. So let's get a color ramp. So pretty much it'll have some varying size in the texture. It will be either smaller or it will be larger, just to, vary it a bit. Let's get a Voronoi. I'm very bad. Voronoi. I never pronounced that right. Let's plug the distance into the factor. You'll get this, and then hit Control. Was it Control T? Yeah, I don't think I have Node Wrangler enabled. That is something you will need to do. Go up here to Edit, Preferences, look Node. I don't have Node Wrangler enabled. How unacceptable of me. Save those presets. Node Wrangler is important. Hit Control T. There we go. And then we switch it from, I believe, generated to object here as the vector. So then it varies the sizes a little bit and the intensity slightly, giving more of an organic shape. Something I completely forgot to go over was bump. Bump is something very important to this. So let's get our bump here, and I'll kind of explain it to you as we do that. So let's get a bump node here, plug it into the normal, and then let's plug our distance into the height. And as soon as we do that, something's not right. Oh, I know why something's not right. We want to change it from F1 to distance to edge. And as soon as we do that, you can see something that doesn't look quite right. And so just pretty much how to describe what bump does for those who don't know. Okay, so let's turn down the strength completely. So we see these little gradients here. And so pretty much dark is flat, and then the lighter parts, or the white parts, are the more extruded portions. So if you max it out, you can see that the dark parts are the flat areas, and then the lighter parts are where it's extruded or bumped out more. And so, yeah, that's just the basic understanding, or the rule of thumb for bump maps, and pretty much just bump overall. So I hope that kind of helped you understand what bump pretty much is. Also, remember to save. I need to save it as something. I don't have a file for any of my tutorials. I just realized that. That's pretty crappy of me. What was I thinking? Random stuff. Tutorials. And we're gonna call this, Reptile Skin Procedural. Probably spelled that wrong, but whatever. And we're just gonna call this Reptile Skin. And save. Can't forget to save. Saving is so very important, trust me. So I'm assuming you're doing like a lizard or something, so let's just do that. I'm gonna leave the bump set to where it is. Let's get a nice greenish color for our lizardy looking skin. I would say right about there. Slightly desaturated, because that just seems to be what it is. I don't know what the color is for them. And then I'll just set it to 32 for now. Just bring down the scale, or well, technically bring up the scale, but bring it down. You understand what I mean. All right, let's get into it. So let's we need another Voronoi texture. For now, I'm gonna do this and right click. Oh gosh, I don't remember how to do this. Whatever. Let's just duplicate this. So Shift D, bring that down here. Let's get a mix. Okay, whatever. I don't know why I can't figure out what I was trying to do, but get a mix RGB node. And just dump it there. This also needs to go into the pretty much. I'm just gonna get rid of the height there. Dump that in there as well. No, no, that's not what I want. We want to get this guy. I'm gonna bring this up here because this I'm running on a smaller screen than usual, so this is kind of difficult. Dump that guy into the height, and let's just leave it over here. That looks the same. Then what we'll do is get this. Let's make sure the vector is plugged into this one here, and yeah, this is not gonna be under 10 minutes. I just realized. I'm very sorry, but you know, it is what it is. We'll do this here. I'm gonna bring this one up to like 60,000, and then I'm gonna bring that down to like 24,000. So now we can see there's a big version and a really small version. So then if we bring it to like center 0.5, it's a good mix of both. And I just realized my computer is now struggling to render all this procedure. I'm running on my MacBook, okay? It's okay, it happens. It's really trying here. But yeah, it's trying to run. It's a lot of detail that's being just dumped in here. I'm gonna just, yeah, it's a lot of detail being dumped in here. So if your computer tries to kill itself, that happens, you know, it happens. Alright, so we're really gonna get into this. So let's bring this guy up here. Okay, that's a bit far up. Get myself a noise texture. I need room for like a color ramp, so I'm gonna just move these guys back a bit. Oh gosh, that was why the sudden lag, the sudden spike in lag. What was that for? Like, what the heck did I do to you? Actually, I know exactly what I did to you. Alright, but the factor, why? What is this random spike of lag? And we're gonna end up dumping that there. Now you can see more of the randomized pattern here. It's doing its best to blend it a little bit more. Does a pretty decent job. Do I click clamp or not? I don't remember if I do that or not. Okay, all I see is lag and pain from my computer. It's okay, it happens. I brought down the bump a little bit just so it would not annihilate my computer. Oh, we also need to dump the vector for this onto the noise texture as well. That is very important. Don't forget about that. Very important. Just keep things uniform, but still organic. Not too uniform. Now, something that's very important when playing with this is you gotta make it very subtle. So you want it to be just subtle enough. Let's do that. That's a little bit too big. That's what she said. Bring detail to like 12, just so it's a more of a obvious, or like a better blend. Oh, come on. You've got this. I know you're running on only 8 gigs of RAM computer, but you've got it. Next time I'm doing this on my PC, because this was dumb. Let's just bring this to like 43. Just so it just blends in a little bit easier and it's not as rough of a or as noticeable as a difference, but it's still like noticeable, but it's not like as huge of difference in size. It just blends in better. Okay, I just remembered how I do my thingy, but I want to add this. This too bland of a color. We need more saturation. Not that much. A bit too much. A little bit too much. Just around here. Well, that will work for now. While we try to do this, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna need to distort this a bit. So I'm gonna get, I think it's these two. Just gonna move these guys back, and then I'm gonna hit Shift and right click and just add right down the middle. Yes, it is. Just so it makes one point. It's just more organized. That's what I was trying to do earlier with the mixed RGB, but I didn't remember how to do it. And then it just came to me. I'm so smart. Alright, we're in the final stages here. We're 12 minutes in the video, okay? It was close enough to 10 minutes, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a noise texture again, because I do love myself a good noise texture, as everyone should know. If you don't know that, you're a fool. And oh no, what have we done? I'm gonna hit detail to 12, because I love my 12 detail. I will save just as a safety precaution, if I can. Okay. Then we're gonna hit Shift A, we're gonna get a mix RGB and just dump it right here. And then, oh, the pinwheel of death. And then we're gonna grab the vector and we're gonna dump it right here into the color. And then we're really just gonna adjust. We're gonna adjust. We're going to adjust. Adjust if I can. Not that way. Wrong way, I guess. Okay, I'm going to save. I think I'm gonna set it to 0.93. Just so it becomes more organic and it kind of blends in better and distorts it slightly, just adding more of a natural and organic look to it. Yeah, you see that? Much better. That looks much, much better. I don't remember if I need to mess with the roughness. I'm gonna fidget with that for a quick second. Alright. No, the roughness is fine. So this is what we need to do. We're gonna change the color one more time. Gonna bring it over just a little bit. Fix that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna split it right here, maybe. Alright. Color for this one will be a little bit... It's not what I wanted. I meant right about here. Sweet. Okay, it's gonna lag my butt off until I can freaking do this. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it here, bring that there, bring that around there, and now open look dev. Alright, that's kind of what we're going for, but we're gonna be fixing it, making some more finalized details. Just gotta adjust it a bit more. Alright, now let's... Okay, come on, lag. You got this. I regret doing this on my MacBook. Of all the things I could have done this on. There we go. This is what I was talking about when I said more of a reptilian texture. Much better. And that is pretty much how you do it. There you go. Just gonna save just another one just as back. Actually think that this is too dark. I'm gonna bring it back up. And just bring this closer. But you can adjust it in any way you want, but there you go, that's how you do it. You can see larger and smaller versions of it. I'm going layout. Save. Go to layout. I don't know, shade smooth. There we go. You can see the differences in size and all that. Look at that. Oh, I didn't mean to go inside of it. That's freaking terrifying. But yeah, there you go. You can see the detail and the texture, how kind of freaky it is. But this is all procedural, something you can do. Like you can sure you can use mega scans, you can use texture scans that you can find on websites. But this is something that was made in Blender, and it's pretty easy to do. It's pretty easy to do. So I mean, hey, there you go. And if I hit render view, you can't see anything because there's nothing, there's no light. So let's get a light in here. As you can tell, that's a bit dark. It's not a bright light. That's too bright of a light. There you go. Pretty decent looking. You can mess with textures as you want, but this is just a base version. Just teach you just so you can understand and get the fundamentals down. There you go. How to do reptilian skin in Blender for free using all built-in, no add-ons needed. There you go. Save, and there we go. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.